Since the company was founded back in the late 1960s, Silverton Marine has enjoyed much success with many different models. Although they're primarily renowned for their flybridge cruisers and motor yachts, they've also had a successful run with express cruisers. Today we're going to take a look at one of their mid-size express cruisers, the Silverton 34X. With a production run from 1987 to 1989, this model was built on a solid fiberglass hull, only the decks were cored. In 1990, Silverton restyled this model and it became known as a 34 Express. Down below, the mid-cabin floor plan is laid out with a large L-shaped dinette off to port, which can also be converted into a berth. There is ample sleeping accommodation in the forward and mid staterooms, both of which have spacious double berths. The forward stateroom is fitted with a privacy curtain, while the mid-cabin has a solid door for the utmost privacy. Off to starboard, the galley area features ample counter space and a generous amount of storage areas both above and below the counter. Galley amenities were as expected for a boat of this size. Our test boat was fitted with a standard 2-burner stove, built-in microwave, and under-counter fridge. Just ahead of the galley is a large head, with its most notable feature being the separate shower stall, which is not very common for a boat of this size. And as with many boats of this vintage, it features a bolt-on swim platform rather than a molded platform, which didn't become popular until the 1990s. It was common practice not to include the platform in the model length, therefore we end up with a very big 34-footer. And much of the space can be found in the cockpit, which offers up over 62 square feet of usable space. There is plenty of seating for guests along a bench seat back aft. And further forward, there is a smaller bench seat to port and a double wide seat at the helm. The helm itself is well laid out, however a lack of surface area means that larger electronics such as a radar and plotter must be surface mounted to the top of the dash. For ease of boarding, there is a transom cutout off to starboard, and portable steps can also be mounted to port or starboard. Other features in the cockpit include a handy wet bar, complete with on-demand water, and a built-in ice maker. A pair of 454 cubic inch Crusaders powered our test boat, which was the standard power for this model. Producing 350 horsepower each, this engine package put the 34X on plane in a respectable 5.4 seconds. Once on plane, we cruised comfortably at 19.6 miles per hour at 3,000 RPM, and sound levels at the helm were a respectable 91 decibels. Now, although the Silverton 34X may not be considered one of the sleekest models out on the market, it's certainly a well-built boat that offers plenty of space throughout. Another interesting feature is its relatively steep dead rise of 17 degrees at the transom. So if you're looking for a boat with good seakeeping characteristics, particularly in a chop, you should certainly consider this model.